Hey guys, hey, really quick video because I don't got time for this bullshit. This is so crazy. What I said was that she's a man. I said she keeps trying to talk and double back. You went through it because maybe, well, you went through what you went through, but you had to know that's how the B sector was at that time. Read, you started out in the B sector doing clips of what was going on around the sector. And at first it was biased, yes. But the minute you start getting traction, like you did, like the review you did on me and Ness, you do a little biases when it comes to numbers or you want to be a part of people camp. So that was a lot what you said, but I did not lie. So at first you was biased. Then you started, I think Sean Bradley and them picked you up first. Then you went over 5A, then you went over to VS. You was with like camp to camp to camp. And then your clips became biased based on which camp you was with. So it became a certain point of time when nobody wanted to deal with you. None of them. And then you started going live and they was all striking you. It wasn't just 7, it was a bunch of people striking you from every camp. Because before everybody used to let you use their clips, but the minute you started going biased, I believe Sean Bradley was the first. Don't quote me because I smoke my weed, kills your short-term memory. This is going to be a quick lie, you guys, because I hate when people try to lie or purposely misunderstand. So she was in her chat. So I'm about to give y'all different examples. Hey, Kalia Boo. So she was in her champ, and y'all already know the B sector always been male identified, and only certain people come. I feel like at that time, only Virtual Demon, she was the only one really competing with Bradley. Everybody else was like up under them. But VS came along later, but Sean already had the stronghold. Like I said, he was the king. He started this shit, right? So that's I believe it was the king that she went to first in the club. I think they were side eyes at that time, whatever. So at that time, I was Team Wally. So I used to be a Wally chat, but this is when YouTube first, when YouTube was really like just started creating little rules, but it wasn't that bad. And I was transitioning from Facebook to YouTube. So I used to be, when I was in the B sector, I was with Wally, or I was in what is now known as the Black women sector. This is back when Cynthia G didn't even pop yet. So in the Manosphere, with what's that guy called? Sergeant Willie P. What you call it? Tommy Sotomayor had never been heard of. So yes, I was between Wally's chat and the Black, which now is known as the Black Conscious, Manosphere, and Black women sector. They done divided that up. So she used to do these clips and she used to go from camp. Once she started getting traction, people pulled her in and she was jumping with the numbers, trying to be down with clicks. I have to be real, Reed. So you jumped on one camp, then they got rid of you. You jumped to another camp and your clips became biased. So as you leave camps, each camp started trying to flag you. So it became to a point when you wasn't a part of nobody's camp and all of them was trying to flag you. At that point, you started going live. I think you made another page. And then you started going live and you was like, you didn't have to deal with that bullshit and you actually write books. It wasn't a lot of people in your chat. So I used to be one of the main people there to support you because I'm like, that's not right. All you doing it. I didn't see you doing nothing, no worse what anybody else did. So I used to still support you. And when you used to read the chapters of your book, it had me interested. So I went to Amazon, purchased your book, and left reviews. And we could clearly still see that you really wanted to be in the B sector, but you could no longer play the clips. And I made a suggestion in your chat. And I said, Reed, why don't you write a book about the B sector? That's the only thing I ever said from the beginning. This is not the first time we had this conversation. I don't want to know why. I want to know why you so in your feelings now. This is not the first time I have told you this, and it won't be the last because it's the truth. Now, people talking about coming on your page. Why would it be on the page? And you could go right on your Amazon reviews where you thank me for the suggestion. So everybody knew Juicy said beefing for dollars, but that's not the point. Well, why are you asking me something that's irrelevant? I don't give a fuck about how you came up with the title. I said that I gave you a suggestion and you was like, yes, and you was interacting with me about the suggestion. And then you finally wrote the book. Prior to you writing that book, I'm up on the rest of your book reviews. Every book that you read out with chapters, I went and bought and support and read. And left the review because you're like, can you please leave a review? That's why I feel like if I look at my emails, I can even find those suggestions. So you did do that. So you did not ask me. You gave me, I think you was telling me you wanted, I don't know if I ever got back with you though, but you did say you wanted to give me one book in advance, a rough draft to see what I thought about it. But yes, it wasn't a lot of people in your chat, and I was one of your main supporters when the majority of the B sector was not fucking with you because the B sector was very camped out. Uppity has never been camped out. Let's go to another person. See how they forget? But then these people wonder why they don't like to help the little guy. You know what I'm saying? Because this when they get a couple of numbers, oh, I don't remember. Now you actually did lie, and then you call me delusional in your assessment. What is delusional about me? The only person that got being exposed for being delusional was Ness. Them poems told her real truth, not the make up fantasy she told y'all. So let's be clear. Those poems was the real truth. So who the fuck is delusional? You're doing the exact same you did before. So I don't know what you're getting all testy with me for. I didn't want to argue with you. I don't know why you asking me all these quiz questions. You're not like the number one time selling best author. I read lots of books, but I did support you and I did enjoy your books. And I told you to simply just go to Amazon reviews where you thank me for the suggestion. Okay, I wasn't behind the scenes with none of y'all because the way y'all used to play each other. No, the only person I emailed at that time was Wiley because at that time that's when they used to be getting on Sir William McCrae. He didn't send you. I used to, I had emailed them and I was trying to get them on the Wiley show to get Sir King, and that's when what's that guy name? The one that's on the that he now a big subscriber. That he took that Sir William interview I set up with Wiley and told Larry about it, and then and they blocked Sir King from doing an interview with Wiley. And I sent an email. So that's what I'm trying to say. The only person I emailed at that time was Wally. And then eventually later on, I emailed Computer back because I felt bad for her, the way they was treating her. Just like Armin Brown did that same thing. I don't know her. When I told her, because she wasn't getting a lot of people in her chat. And Wally used to do his mod, like Lemon do the women over there. He really didn't share them out, but he was more into the guys. You know what I'm saying? We used to get on Wally for that. So Armin Joy, whatever his name, Armin Brown, she used to go live. And I gave her just being her small chat, I gave her the suggestion, hey, let's do call-ins. I'm not calling, call the party, like, what was that called? Like, call these sites. Because we was talking about how we would call these sites, them chat lines to meet up for men and stuff like that, and just play around on them. So we started doing that, and that became a thing. She brought up the little disco ball. But the minute, because like I said, once I had Nyla, I had left for a while because I didn't want that toxic energy when I had to deal with a newborn. So like I said, these are people I help. And then Jill's, she claims she don't like me, don't talk to me. But every time she want to come, I did give her the suggestion right there on Pretty Girl Chocolate panel. That's why when the people that was there on the panel and she tried to get them to say you differently, they said, I'm staying out of it because she's sensitive as fuck and they didn't want to tell her she was lying. But and then Reed got the nerve to tell me if I got all these suggestions, why I don't do. Girl, I am doing my suggestions the way I like it. My pink kitchen, you're not supporting it like I supported your book, clearly. But that's okay. When you smart like me, you got plenty of suggestions. I freely give it out. Unlike these people that claim to be about sisterhood, I truly am. The male I helped back then was Wally, but I helped a lot of these smaller CCs. Some of them I didn't really know because, like I said, I was mostly in Wally's chat, and then I split my time between there and what's now become the Black women sector and the House of Conscience and all that other stuff. Because these people came over from, I knew a lot of the people in the chats from YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, from Facebook, because I was in a lot of popular pro-Black groups. So when Facebook kept doing all that jail things, a lot of us just gave up and went on with a YouTube where it was less restrictive. So that's why I split my time. And if I'm lying, go to your Amazon reviews and pull up the thing where you thanked me for it. Because I'm busy today, but eventually I will get time. So stop purposely misunderstanding me. You did have everybody on your neck. You was switching teams. You did do book chapters trying to get away from the beef. You started reading your own book because you were very sensitive. You couldn't handle the pressure. And I gave you the suggestion because you wanted to be involved without getting strike. I gave you that suggestion. Now, who you talk to behind the scenes and help cultivate the book, clearly I didn't write the book because I'm not, no shade, it wouldn't have been that many editing problems. I actually am writing books. I did AP English my whole high school. I can pull out those high school transcripts. When I went into college, that was one of the highest scores I got. So I don't think you really want to go there with me. When I was younger and I did poetry, it was published in newspapers. Okay, I don't have to lie. And then you call me delusional, and then you said I'm doing this because that's called CPS. Yeah, that's gonna play into it, but I mainly did it because she exposed my. Hey, CEO boss lady, True Black, Kaliabu, if I didn't speak. So Like I said, this thing started with Ness because she's a stage 5 clinger, but you still haven't changed your ways. We want to ride the fence. I'd rather you just not, you just said, oh, they wrong and leave it at that. But you didn't have to throw in I'm delusional when Ness got proven to be delusional. What am I delusional about? What do I come on here lying to y'all about? For what? Who the fuck is y'all? I don't even tell y'all none of my personal business, so it's nothing for me to lie about. I just simply comment like everybody else on what's going on in the beef sector. So with that being said, hopefully people can read this live, review this live, and she can understand clearly. Go get your Amazon reviews where you left me a comment thanking me for the suggestion. And there even was a time, it wasn't that book, but it was another book, because I have read all your books prior to the day we had been interacting on Amazon reviews, because I was trying to uplift you in a time when you was clearly down. But now you want to turn it around and make it seem like that's a bad thing. This is why people don't like to help the little people. But I didn't change, because God keep blessing me with women and men in my life that bless me, and they don't want nothing from it. So I'm gonna keep that going forward. But what you ain't gonna do is lie on me. You guys have a great day. I gotta take Nala outside. Hey, so fly, self love. Thank you, boo. Yeah, and if you support people like they like you, the support you want, I've been doing my pink kitchen. You see what I'm saying? And and I don't have to go from camp to camp to do it. People come over here and support me from different camps. You can learn to think of two if you actually watch my page. Chef kisses. Mwah. It's summertime. I gotta go outside.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators built different, they ancient, sooner than later, all will be ours. I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no problem when I'm not equation. Present, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location.
I gotta go catch a open play. My friend giving me her job discount, but I say it right here. Fuck royalty, bent lock panel. Okay, whoever royalty is, we said fuck yeah. Me and Don Player said fuck yeah. Now I gotta get out of here, guys, because my friend giving me a discount on this open play. I do not want to have to pay the original price. Later, mwah.